So you thought you had 40 seconds. We're live. We're live. Hi there, Angie and Josh. How is everyone tonight?
Are you guys live already? Oh, yeah, never mind. Sorry.
Hello, Mo.
Well, I don't want to open this.
The voice of Mosaic.
So, I was just gonna come tell Brother Thomas that because I had nobody knows this now, but I had a broken tooth for like 4 or 5 months, and so it was helping me lose weight because I haven't been eating, and now that it's fixed, I was like, oh, Hershey rearranged like the kitchen and all the junk food's on the top shelf, so I can't reach it. So now that's gonna deter me from eating it.
Well, that's one way. Another way is to, bury it in the back of the freezer. Sort of out of sight, out of mind.
Very true. 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 Smoothie. Oh wait, we don't have any orange.
Is that Josh, Universal Army of Love?
Yes. Yes, it is correct.
So on
It is.
tonight's reads, I'll be doing cards. And what are you doing tonight, Hershey?
Charms. Charms, charms, charms. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, Tina. So did anybody get fooled today for April Fool's Day?
No, and a bunch have tried. A bunch have tried. I did. Somebody said I did. Angie said I did. Getting my notebook. Kaneko is on one tonight, so y'all have to.
Are we in the Chinese New Year?
Not, I mean, yes, it started, but it's not like today or anything. It started in February.
Last year was Dragon. What is it this year?
It's horse. I think it's fire horse. It's horse. Horse. It's horse. Horse.
The horse is a horse, of course, unless he's Mr. Ed.
Are you enjoying yourself? Because you were just doing way too much. You're literally doing too much. Holy shit. Would you calm down? It's tearing up my bed. I'm going to tell you, Auntie. Oh, don't run. Where are you going? Oh, bring your luck. Okay, all right. Y'all do all the YouTube things. So, the only thing I have left to get y'all, and then I'm ready for my grandkidcation, is I need to get some hair stuff. So, got to go to Sally's, which will probably be over the weekend. Go to Sally's, grab that stuff. And just be ready to go. I mean, not ready to go because it's just across town for me, but I'm ready. I'm so ready, guys. I'm so ready. Ready.
So tonight's thumbnail says the hidden intuition of shadow work, and then it said the true story of BNJ. I didn't put the second part on there, but the pillars next to the high priestess, the B stands for Boaz, and J stands for Joachim. So there's the true story.
Oh,
And they're meant to represent the pillars of Solomon's temple. So we'll
I
get that.
believe there should be 13 months, and April 1 is the universal joke. Oh, okay, I got you. And the beginning of a year. Oh, okay, all right. I'm making a mental list right now, but I'll make a physical list over the weekend because I still need to grab a couple of things, right? So um I don't know. It all depends. It just depends, but um I'm ready. I'm ready. I got to pull the bag down, but yeah, I'll get everything ready during this week coming up. Um I'll get the house ready and be ready to go. Michelle and I have been we've been breaking shit down like and cleaning up and just really handling and doing adult shit that we don't like doing adult shit. No, who made us responsible and making us do all this adulting? But we're doing it and it's actually not that bad, y'all. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it. And
Yeah. Well,
it's coming along.
I don't know. I haven't been doing much adulting in my adult life, but I'm sure if you do it, it gets easier after you get into the routine of doing it.
Right? Well, if you guys do want to read, go ahead and put the me in the comments. We are just doing breakdowns, nice and light tonight, just charms and breakdowns. So we can just hang out, or we could chit chat.
These
I
are
want to
my
get.
these are my alien Christmas jammies.
They're so damn cute on you. I want to like I got it's sorry. Yeah, I don't care. I got the kids some blankets. The only thing left I might get them I don't know. I don't know. I might get them because I saw them at Walmart today and I almost got them because they were like $5. And I should have, but I didn't know their sizes, which I guess I might know their sizes, which would probably be 2T and 4T. But anyway, regardless, like some water shoes, like water shoes kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
So are
I'll have
you
to think about it.
do you have you assigned a color to each grandchild yet? Like one's pink, one's lavender, and one's blue, or
No. What fun would that be? No, absolutely not. There's no fun in that. No, there's no fun in that.
I don't know. I saw some adult twins with not identical twins, but fraternal twins, boys,
Yeah.
and
Oh, onesie. That's what it was. Well,
they
there's
had
nothing wrong with.
they had matching polo shirts with like it was like a navy blue, and it had the white polo horse logo, and then it had a white sash across it. They were both wearing the same thing.
Nice. Oh, and I got me and my 3 grandkids all a onesie. So we're all gonna have a onesie pajama night every night. Um, before we go to bed. Run around the house in our onesies. But
See,
anyway, I don't know. I can't wait. I'm just excited and I'm so ready. So I'm ready to run around the house and just have a buttload of energy with them and have so much fun with them. I did see a me, I think it was
it
Angie
was Angie.
Nathan was a beautiful, hi, beautiful soul.
Nathan, thank you for the gift.
Absolutely. He is an amazing, beautiful soul. All the gems are. They always have been. Woo! Y'all, I am so ready. I am so ready. I am ready to put my channel on Channelversary. My channel goes on Channelversary on Friday the 11th, right after we do Friday's fixtures. As soon as I do Friday's fixtures, it's over. No more. I won't be back until the 20th, which is 420. I know you motherfuckers gonna miss me.
There, uh, there was a contribution to Hershey's channel a couple weeks back, Nathan.
Oh, he knows. I mean, he made it, but I split it with the 3 of us split it. Me, you, and sis. It was the night the 3 of us did reads. He made a donation for his read that night. Much needed donation. 420, 420. All right, so I think it was Angie that asked for a read. So
Okay. Do you want to start with the charms, or you want me to start?
um, you go ahead, cause I'm still subconscious. I don't. I'm assuming I'm still subconscious. Hershey might have an idea as to how missed she will be. Oh man, I'm gonna miss y'all. Believe it or not, I swear to God, y'all are my sanity.
Certainly,
Even though I'm
Nathan will put
fucked up
you on the
like
list.
this week, believe it or not, y'all don't know it, but I'm having a horrible fucking week. But I'm here, and that's all that matters. So go ahead, bro.
Okay, so for Angie, we're gonna start with the 7 of Wands, and um, that means you got a position of power. You're playing King of the Hill. You're on top of the hill, and you're defending yourself. So you may be called on to defend yourself and your point of view. So stick to your guns and formulate your point of view well, because you may be called to defend yourself. The 3 of Wands. So we got 2 wands. Fire and passion, creativity suit. 3 of Wands means you're waiting for your ship to come in, but you had to lay your groundwork with that, with the ace, and then the 2, the planning. And then you don't want to just wait for your ship to come in. You want to take charge, and you end up with our card of the day, the High Priestess. So let your intuition help you along. Don't second guess those gut feelings. Just go with it and know that you're protected and helped by those gut feelings. So gut feelings can keep you out of trouble, and gut feelings can help you avoid trouble, or to stay on top of things so things don't become trouble for you. And that's what I got on the conscious side for you, Angie. Thank you for asking. Nathan, I've got you on the list as well.
Okay, so I use a charm board when I read with charms, and this is a board that I created all by myself. It's a double-sided board, and sometimes I alternate, or sometimes I go with what I feel. And today it felt very colorful. So with it being colorful, that is great because it's spring. It's time to kind of jump into some color. You do actually have the heart, and this is the heart of many colors that landed right here in balance, and it kind of landed in the middle of both of these colors. So learning to find a way to love a little bit of green and purple and finding a way to maybe even put them together. Excuse me, Kaniko. Put them together might work. Sorry. So anyway, your heart is right here. So you do have an anchor that fell in old ground. So when we walk in old ground, that doesn't mean that we're picking up old patterns. It just means that sometimes we need a reminder, or we need to have that nostalgia moment, or remember where we came from. It's not always bad, and it's not always painful. This anchor is about the roots in the ground. So this is kind of like that song, that I don't remember the name of the song or whatever, but she's talking about knocking on someone's door because she wants to reminisce about the house, the house herself. The house has so many memories for her. Also, you got the ladybug that falls in the grief with bills. This could be back bills, past bills. This could be those damn subscriptions that we don't know about. But even though it's in the grief with the bills section, you got the ladybug. So the ladybug is that unseen luck that comes in. So maybe this is credit built up, or maybe this is just the fact that you now know or have been brought to your attention that there could be some subscriptions laying around that are just taking a little couple dollars from you that aren't deserving because you don't need it or use it or watch it. There is a spider, which is wonderful, that comes in with new skills coming in. And pay attention when you see sigils, or even if it's just a shadow comes across the wall that wouldn't normally be there. Any other normal day, this wall would never cast a shadow. But today, there's a shadow, and them limbs look like a shape or a letter or a number or an animal. Well, you do have this coming in the spider position, and the spider is about bringing new things in and binding them together and making sure that you understand that they are meant to be together, whether it is comfortable or it is creepy. Either way, we have to look at it as something that's meant to be. The last thing that comes in is whale. The whale lands smack dab right in the middle of the board, and right dab smack in the middle of the board is hope and home. So when you put them both together, hope and home, and whale is right there touching them, this is very big, comfortable energy. And when you're the biggest thing on the planet, you don't have no enemies. You don't have to worry about too many things outside of ignorant man taking you out, right? So swim wildly, swim freely, and know that your hope is never ending, and it's something that can't be bitten off with one bite because you're a big ass whale when it comes to hope. But you're also have enough to give freely when it comes to people needing to remember what hope feels like and possibly looks like. And that's what I've got for you.
So, so the whale is that obvious thing. It's that sea elephant in the room.
Uh-huh.
And it's neat how the
Thank
biggest
you for the donation.
how the biggest creature in the oceans survive on the millions of the tiniest creatures.
The smallest amount. All
Welcome
right.
back.
If you guys want to get on the list, get on the list. We have plenty of spots. We're just hanging out with you guys tonight. Like I said, we're taking it nice and easy because I am going on channel vacation. Well, I'm going on full vacation. It's not just channel vacation. I'm going on full vacation. Friday the 11th. I will be gone until the 20th. So, Thomas will be here. He will be keeping and holding you guys down, but you know, make sure you guys are subscribed to YouTube things. Oh, good. I'm glad it was. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm having to look at the TV for comments because on my phone I can't read the comments. So, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So we got
And
Nathan on
even if
the
it's not
list.
for you, okay. Even if the read isn't for you, remember take all that resonates. What doesn't, what don't apply, let it fly, or leave it right there so someone else can pick it up.
And you know, sometimes there is a miss. You know, we'd we'd like to know what our accuracy is, but you know, you can't quantify it in numbers. You know, I can't say that I'm 84.3% accurate or anything like that. It's just if you let us know in the feedback if we're on the right track or not. Hi, Pia. Your TV show has been interrupted by a pumpkin. Sounds
Right?
like it sounds like somebody's playing a April Fool's joke on you, Pia. Is Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin on this time of year? Would all I know is Charlie Brown. All he got was a rock.
Oh. All right.
His winter broke for everyone. Both Hershey and I are in the warm months. We had to turn on the AC.
I did, I did, I did, I did. I'm sitting under my snuggy blanket just because, you know, I'm still we got the air on and I'm getting used to it. And we insulated the windows so the house is kind of balancing out. So it's a little chilly, but it's okay because I gotta start getting used to it because it's only gonna get hotter and hotter here in Florida. So and I'm okay with that. But I want the house to be comfortable. So um I, I'm I'm comfortable right now. I'm comfortable.
Okay, for Nathan.
Uh-huh.
Nathan, we're gonna start with the Queen of Cups. And our Queen of Cups um, means that you have your emotions under control. You've got the lid on things, and you're not letting um, emotions boil over. So you're getting familiar with yourself and what can trigger you. And the the Queen of Cups,
Okay.
she gives emotional support to all of her family, her friends, and to her kingdom. So she rules with compassion. Uh, and she is paired with the King of Pentacles. Now, this is the king that has prudently saved and has got the resources to take care of himself and others around him. He didn't become wealthy overnight. He um, looked after his time, talents, and resources because all of those things can affect um, material wealth here on earth. If you've got some kind of skill that is, you know, your money. And like I said last week, the suits in tarot are about how we get paid, how we get laid, how do we stay unafraid, and how do we live in life's parade. So that's how do we get paid? That's through the pentacles. How do we get laid? That's through the cups. How do we stay unafraid? That's through the swords. And how do we enjoy life's parade? That's through the wand suit. So you've got cups and pentacles so far. So now we go into number 7, the Chariot. So this is the last of your physical needs on your earthly journey to gain control of your intellect to help steer the direction that you want to go. So these steeds, or usually sphinxes on the card, are the steeds for the Chariot, and he's controlling them with his mind. So it's a matter of mind over matter sometimes, but you have to be. You also have to have strategy along with it. So that's what I have on the conscious side, Nathan.
So as I look at these, I think about like what it actually means, right? Because like I said, I created the board, and when I created the board, I was in a place in my mind where I didn't have a lot of respect for money, right? And I also realized that, if I'm doing the halvesy thing, um it's pulling my weight, but is it truly understanding everything that's going on, right? Well, the reason I say that, when I created this, I built a very fine line in the middle of certain places in this board. And you had two different charms that kind of fell on that. And there's travel in the mind, the blueprint, the curiosity, the want, the desire, the fantasize, and then there's realistic travel, right? Like actually getting to go. Well, that's what I'm trying to point out. So the one that is about the mentally traveling, that could be meditation, that could be in reading, that could be in movies, that could be in fascination, imagination, but you got literally the Ankh and Paris on the mental, spiritual side of traveling, not on the realistic side, right? That thin line right here separates the realistic travel where you're physically going. So Patty, big old Eiffel Tower here with your gorgeous self, is straddling strongly on the spiritual side. Like it's got a long distance before it gets even remotely ready for that imaginary line to cross over. But spiritually, because it's firmly planted there with the Ankh, this is something that's everlasting. It may be in multiple walks. It may be the fact that you have lineage that is from Paddy, and because your spiritual lineage or your belief system, your bloodline comes from a place like Paris, it would make sense that, for one, the triple moon, the triple goddess are both showing up for you, and they really need you to dive into that root work. There's something you maybe just aren't only getting a little bit of, right? And when we're only literally just taking little nibbles out of the cheese, we're not really taking enough of the cheese to get a good taste, a good flavor of it, right? So I'm gonna need you to go in there and I'm gonna need you to just eat the whole damn block of cheese so that you ain't just bite-sizing that shit, right? Because you got to get in there in that spiritual work, and you can't just do it little bits at a time because you're stealing from yourself. You're not actually picking the wound for healing. You're picking it so that maybe it'll get infected and maybe then I'll get some more attention because the root work hurts. Of course it does. It's supposed to hurt. This goddess, this triple goddess, is coming in to keep you protected. So when you work and deal with and understand the crone that is wanting to work with you, the goddess that wants to work with you, she's not going to allow you to do a little bit at a time. So these days, this days like just taking a little bit here and a little bit there, them days is over because this goddess, it's like working with Lilith. Lilith does not play. Lilith is all about shadow work. Lilith is all about understanding conscious, subconscious, unconscious, deep vaulted consciousness that we don't even realize our brain is capable of compartmentalizing and creating. So trust me, there's a lot coming in with that. You also have money and dragon falling strongly on the skills coming in, and also money, literally money falls in the money new coming in, right? So new skills being dragon, meaning that you may understand things. And I told you this, I think last week or week before, they really want you to work with like magical knots or some kind of knots, whether you're crocheting, sewing, or literally taking a piece of material, a piece of yarn, a piece of fabric, and just start tying a knot in it. Go get a couple braids of grass and tie them together. Get another couple pieces of twine, tie them together. Get you a willow branch and tear the willow branch apart and then braid it together and then braid the 3 braids together. And also understand that down in the hope and the home division, and it falls more in the grounding, right? So you do have a lot going on and a lot of competition, it feels like, with the grounding and the home situation. So take the competition out of it, because the only one you're in competition with is yourself, and the only one you're judging should be yourself. So don't worry about doing anything outside of this match, this tennis match that you're having with yourself, because it's not fair. So because they fell in the upside down position, this isn't like you're playing a healthy game here. This isn't civil twit for tat. This is more like civil rivalry, and someone could get seriously hurt. So pay close attention to home and the back and forth tit for tat. It could get very uncomfortably boring for a while. So let it be boring, let it stay boring, and then let it just literally be something that gets swept under the window, even if you literally have to leave some of your family members alone. Don't play the game with them. And that's what I've got for you.
And Nathan said that he's got some ties to France. His father is Arcadian
Oh wow, nice.
descent.
Beautiful.
So there may be some travel in his future
Nice.
back
Very
to
nice.
home.
Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Very nice. And absolutely, he's not here right now, but Miles loves Yoda's favorites. He has many, very many common things that he says, but the most famous that he says that is one of my team's favorite is do or do not. There is no such thing as try. So
He's
every time someone
sound
says
like my
that,
foot
I
doctor,
love
Yoda.
it. It makes me think of him, even when he's so far away. Huh?
You sound like my foot doctor about the smoking.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm not a smoker anymore, bro. I wouldn't know.
It's
A
all about
cigarette
that
smoker.
circulation. You know, they want you to quit smoking, so you can have some circulation.
Yeah.
If anybody else said me, I did not catch it. So if you just give me a reminder, me is all you have to put. We're not answering specific questions. We're just telling you what's on the line in your shadow. We want to heal that inner child. We want to help you identify trauma and Get rid of it.
You're very welcome, Nathan. Very welcome. Very welcome.
Tina, we'll get you. Thank you. Um, what are some lines from movies that stand out for you? If you got a line, just go ahead and put it in the chat. And that little poem about paid laid, stay unafraid, and life's parade is from a tarot reader named Joe Monteleone. He came up with that. Tina, we got the Eight of Cups, and that is knowing when it's time to abandon a project or walk away from something that is not serving you at the present moment. And it's hard to abandon something that we put a lot of time and effort in, but sometimes um, it, it becomes a zero-sum game if you stick with it. Oh wow. And this one pairs nicely with it. You got the Eight of Coins, the Apprentice card. So it's work, work, work. You're always working on yourself, and you're working for the good of yourself, and you're working for the good of others. And you uh, practice and practice and practice, and try to get your systems and your methods streamlined. But it takes a while to do that. Many apprenticeships are 10 years in duration. And what do we have here? We have the 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mirror on the wall.
Well, it is our Nine of Swords. So this is the what's keeping you awake at night, your anxieties. Um, and in this card, um, you see the binders on your wrists. The anxieties that you worry about night after night are holding you back. They're not letting you act and work on things. Uh, Unlike the Eight of Pentacles, where you can work and work and work things out. Number nine of Wands is you're restrained from doing things with your hands. So there are states that do contradict themselves. At times things are easy, at times things are tough. And if it has to do with hands, um, it's dexterity, it's fine motor skills. Do you knit or crochet or do things, fiddly things, hand sew, embroider, um, things that take a lot of hand-eye coordination. And so if if you're worried about things all the time, then you can't be at your best game to produce those results that you want to have happen in your life. So I know it's hard to get rid of fears, but you know, ask that you're ask before you go to sleep that you can have a dream that has something to do with it, and then pay attention to your dreams to see if a solution is offered up to you. And that's what I have on the conscious side.
So over here with one of your charms is a key, and that key is the wonderful key that has all kinds of chances because it is a two-way key, and that two-way key fell directly in the middle of grief with bills. So something there could be opening, right? Something could be changing. Everything that could be stressing you out could be opening to something new. While one door maybe is closing and locking and becoming unavailable, something else is going to be opening, but one door must close. You can't have both of them. It's kind of like people think, oh, I'm going to have my cake and ice cream too. No. First of all, a healthy mind doesn't want that. I don't need the greed. I don't need the pressure. I don't need a responsibility. No. No. So this isn't necessarily always a bad thing. Like I said, I know the wording is grief with bills, but when it lands in a place like this is one of those places where eventually, sometimes, not all of us grow up with the silver spoon or the ability to understand and respect money, right? And some of us need to have that long time longevity experience, lifetime of falling down and getting back up. So in this situation, if one of the latter is what you've known, it's something different than that completely, because those doors will be closing. If it's something where you just didn't know how to make it on your own, this is that opportunity where that part of your brain is no longer going to be accessible to something new, because something new is opening. So close all that, make sure all the doors and windows is like shut and like sealed, and maybe even brick some shit over that shit so that it don't get reopened, because what is opening for you is a two-way. So this is coming in and going out. This is that import export kind of thing. This is that my little bit of money turned into something amazing. I turned my $15 into $350. No, not by doing something illegal. No, not by hustling the hard way. By actually investing in myself, and my own investment turned into something tenfold I never saw coming. There is balance also. So you have an Ankh again, another Ankh. Like there's a lot of, I need to probably go through my charms. But again, a different Ankh altogether, because the last one had a reef on it. This one is just a good old fashioned, like what's tatted right here, that everlasting Ankh, and it's right dead smack in the middle of balance. It's in the upright position. So there is something that is healing for you, and it's healing in a way that is not going to have a short-term effect. It's definitely going to have a long-term effect, and it's going to be healing in a lot of different levels. The other ones that fell kind of in a cluster kind of area, and that's in spiritual growth. That is the owl, right? So you've got the messenger and this beautiful wise owl coming in on spiritual path, meaning that there's new coming in on that spiritual path. And the other two, the last two that fell, is Pegasus and Seahorse, and they both fell in the physical travel part, right? So if you were thinking of going on any kind of a trip or a vacation, or just, as they say, Calgon, take it away, I'm going to have a girls' weekend, whatever the situation is. If you are, my birthday's May, the end of May, come on down. No, I'm so serious. But anyway, Pegasus means that there's flight involved, or could be flight, or at least across the state line, right? And then Seahorse means that maybe it's something warm. So Atlantic's going to be cold, and so is the Pacific. So come on down to the Gulf. It's nice and warm down here. So yeah, come on down and we can get into the water. Don't know if we're going to see a seahorse or not, but we may see some dolphins down here. But anyway, it looks really good because it's landing in the physical part of travel. So just know that it looks good for real on my end. That's what I got for you, sweetheart. What does it say? I can't see it. Hershey, can I ask where you purchased your charm board? I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. It's a it's I mean literally I was just getting back from the Bahamas and everything was so colorful. Like the villages, the it was just every roof was different. The roof was one color, the building was one color, a door was another color, the shutter was another color. They were gorgeous. It was everything was just so gorgeous and bright and bold, and there was all of these different paths and walks and trails and fun things. So this side is totally my Bahamas, traveling, having fun, and this side is very muted. This was the calm waters I didn't get on the ship on the sea days. This is very heavy, hard hitter, make you seasick and maybe even make your knees buckle. So I don't use this one on light nights. I use this one on the fun days. This is so Bahamas, so fun. Makes you want to get your maracas out and just shake your toe, brother. Shake your toe, tap your toe, have fun.
And the green reminds me of the silky dress that you bought the day you got your break.
Oh yeah, a one of a kind hand original.
And,
Yes, yes, yes.
or
Yes, I want to get my hair done. I wish I could get my y'all. I haven't seen my son in over 2 years. Oh my god, I'm so nervous and excited. Oh gosh, I want to look my best to see my son and my grandkids. Never even got to meet Kalani, so I'm so excited. 10 days and I wake up, I get to meet him and see him. Ah, so excited.
so I went out to my local Goodwill yesterday and I got this puzzle.
Oh,
It's a
I
farm
love that.
scene. We got Holstein
Oh,
cows. We got kids in the back of a
oh,
pickup. You know, so it harkens back to the days where you had 8 or 9 kids. So if one fell out and got hurt, you'd have reserves left.
I'm sure I had it.
Uh,
You did.
and
I love
uh, old timey pickup truck, a farm
it.
lane. Those Holstein
Oh,
cows. My
probably when I
uncle
was
was a
moving
dairy
abroad or
farmer.
something.
Uh, and
Well,
then
Oh man.
my
right.
son doing haying on the other side of the lane.
The Pee-wee.
But it looks like a very nostalgic puzzle. It's 400 pieces and it's got 3 different sizes of pieces. So a family can work at it. It's got extra large pieces, it's got medium pieces, and then it's got your regular size puzzle pieces to go with it. So if anybody else would like a read, go ahead and put a me up. I'm sorry, just um, I'm on my telephone, so it's harder to mark things or star things for a list. So if you do want that read, just type me, and that's all you need to do, and we'll do our best to get at you. And that little wave was Mosaic. So you said Pia, you said you lived in Southwest um, Wisconsin. So are you close to
Sorry.
Decorah, Alameda County? That's where my brother and sister-in-law live. And it looks like Josh would like a reading. I got you, Josh. I'm I'm quizzing Pia. My brother and sister-in-law live in Decorah, and he is the great trout fisherman. He caught over 2,000 trout last year. He does catch and release. So he spent all winter tying flies for his catch and release trout fishing. They go somewhere. Where do they go? I think they go to Illinois to buy, big furniture, but they haven't had a reason to buy big furniture since they moved into their duplex about 6 years ago. Oh, so yeah, it's a ways then. They're about 2 hours away from the hometown that we grew up in, and the moms were in the nursing home together. Sue's mom and me and Daryl, our mom was in the same nursing home, and when they were both there at the same time, they roommated together. My mom passed away in October of 2018, and then my mom was Dorothy, and her mom was Dorothy, and the other Dorothy passed away from COVID there at the nursing home. During that first spring of COVID, so they couldn't even get up there to see her. Hello, Mo.
Hello, look at me. Should not have come on here. I'm just kidding. How is everybody? So I wanted to try Hershey and I wanted to try something, if Josh doesn't mind, because we always read with him, right? So you put this way too low, sis.
Go backwards. There you go.
I don't know, but I've never done charms. So with her assistance, I will throw a couple and see what I think.
Okay, so we're starting out with Josh. Would you like to go first with the charms, or do you want me to go first and then you cast your charms?
Do the normal thing.
Normal thing. Okay, I'll go first, and if you want to turn your microphone off, you can, and confer with Hershey on. I'm sure that you can do it yourself with your ability to reason things out logically. I don't think that you're gonna need help. Okay, Josh. Oh, we got good news coming up for you this week. We got our Six of Wands, our victory card. So you're being seen for what you do. You're being celebrated for what you bring to the table. Ace of Rods, Ace of Wands. You're starting out on that creative journey. It's a promise to yourself to keep at it and stick to it, and progress long enough. You got two Wands cards already, so it's about enjoying life's parades. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So you are that old softy. You're tender-hearted and you're romantic. You're not Prince Charming, but you can turn on the charm when needed. So people who can turn on the charm are always in demand, because they usually know how to work well with others, and working well with others is one of those common things here when you incarnate on Earth. It may not be one of the one of the main things if you incarnate on another planet or in a galactic ship. But Earth school is the toughest school to come down to. And even though we may have not remembered our soul contract for coming here, it's all about the lessons that we can learn. And when you return back to source, you won't be alone. Your pets, the people in your life here on Earth and other incarnations will be waiting for you on the other side. And it will be a party because they are so glad to have you back from Earth school, because when you graduate or have an exit point from Earth school, since it's the hardest school in the cosmos, they are ready to have a party for you. And it's not just a little party. They are there and so happy to have you back in their midst. So that's what I have for you, Josh, on the conscious side. Good luck with that and enjoy your victories.
Okay, so first of all, Miss Little Teacher failed to tell me be careful how big of a much you grab, because that's gonna be a big read. So you know what, Josh, this is probably gonna take me a week to try to decode this message. Okay, she said whatever comes out, so I went.
I was thinking she have like just the tips of her fingers, not a whole goddamn handful.
Go big or go home, right?
So here we go. All right, so you want to start either closest to you and work out, or you want to start at the farthest desires and work in.
Well,
whatever it feels to
well,
you.
wait, the closest is where we're gonna start.
Okay. So closest to your heart
is closest to your heart. Oh, it's just closest to me.
No,
period, right?
Because start in your heart. Closest to your heart.
No.
This is just where you start on the board. Whatever the closest to your heart.
My heart is peace.
Oh. In the place it sits.
Well, as a matter of fact, it's about love.
Wow.
It's a heart, and it's and quit. Don't quit on love. Don't give up on love. So whether that's in your private personal life, whether it's your YouTube channel, the Army of Love, don't give up on love. Don't quit. You're transforming. There's a little butterfly going from the root work into new skills. So you're coming into something new, and it's going to be walking with you for some time. So you're going to be doing some new skills coming in, and then the rest wouldn't get to go over yet. So hold on.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
This is coming in quite quickly, right? So the hare, the rabbit, it's literally sitting on the coming part. So whatever this is, what you're coming out of, you're moving out of root work and you're moving into some kind of new skill. So as you move into this, it's going to come in kind of quickly. It's going to have some rapid coming into it. There's also some, you're turning your back on something, right? So this thing that you're turning your back on has something to do with the word oracle itself, whether it is a human or it is just an old pattern, an inner child pattern that you picked up, a bad behavior you could have picked up, whatever it is, you're turning your back on it. You do have the one of the Celtic knots that is sitting in balance with another butterfly that is sitting on what I call, again, that fine line, right? That fine line is sitting in the balance position, but it's literally got bull's horns. So be very careful, because this is a double-edged sword. So be very careful when you're playing with your balance. If it feels unhealthy, do not do it. If it looks unhealthy to someone else, but it feels good to you, do a whole hell of a lot more of it. And you got bullhorns, so if they want to approach you, that's their own damn fault for not reading your, the bullhorn memo. You feel me on that? Also, remember that you got your cat coming in, sitting next to a unicorn, and it's sitting literally in the middle of something between hope and something between sigil work. So, working with sigil shows up in a lot of different areas, whether you learn how to draw them or create them for yourself, or you just start learning and practicing them. Or maybe I did hear you say you were looking for a couple of new decks. Maybe a deck that you're going to get will have sigils in it, or it will have some kind of sigil spell or sigil work or sigil spread that will help you get into understanding it, and it will absolutely lift you and give you a pointed direction that will lead you into another form of finding a new home, because home and hope are all going together with both of these, because they're falling all in line in the middle of them and the sigil work. So the sigil work, the growing of it, the drawing it, the coloring it, the creating it, will also probably help you manifest your new home. I don't know if that's going to tie together, but it feels like it's going to tie together. So there is peace, and that is on the farthest part out of it, and it is at the very ass end of the arrow that points in grounding yourself. Don't worry too much about grounding yourself right now. Literally, your peace is on the back end of this. Stay keeping your head in the clouds, because that's where the ideas are going to come from. That's where the creativity comes. And then worry about grounding yourself way later, once you have reached that new home mentality. But that's what I've got for you.
See why I thank you, Hershey. Thank you. I will try it again.
Every
But
bit of that.
that was just overwhelming when I don't even know what some of the symbols are. So next time I'll just take a couple at a time instead of like.
Okay, scoop.
Okay,
them,
bye. Love you.
scoop
Oh
them,
wait, scoop
and
them.
put them back into the thing.
Thanks for letting me interrupt, because I
And
still have a lot of questions, because this was
the
we'll
peace
do it
symbol.
again. It was about, see, when you told me about the heart was facing this way.
Yeah, but
Facing
this
me, it
one
wasn't backwards,
is
but-
facing this one, and it was at the edge of it.
but it was in a way facing backwards though, no? Or does that not?
It was this way.
But it was facing it from that way.
It's at the
Okay.
back end of it.
Okay. So thank you guys.
Close the board out. Say
Close it. Thank you.
And charms. Thank you.
Thank you.
Never too late
And
for a
with
reading,
Josh.
Rossi. Never too late. And that last reading was for Josh. And thank you, Mo and Hershey, for interpreting the charms for Josh. I like your little avatar. It makes you makes me think of the flower that they use for the Hawaiian leis.
Okay. Hi guys. Hi back. Hi Rossi. Rossi wants to read? Is she
Yep.
next?
She might be. Did anyone else say me that we missed before Rossi gets to read?
Today is Wednesday. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Rossi, are you okay to moderate on Friday? If not, I understand. And then Friday the 10th will be the last. I said the 11th earlier, but I meant the 10th. The 10th will be the last Friday's fixtures until I get back from vacation on the 20th. But if you're not available on Good Friday, I completely understand. So just let me know. All right.
Is Good Friday a better Friday than most Fridays?
This Friday is Good Friday, yes.
It has the implication that it's better than
I
other
am
Fridays.
available. Okay. Wee. All right.
Okay, Rossi, we will do yours since nobody else said we. You have the 10 of Wands reversed, so you're lightening your load. You're dropping some burdens that other people have put upon you. Those coworkers by not doing their
Human.
project sometimes can get pushed off on those people um, that are doing your work, and you get penalized for being a good worker sometimes by being made to pick up other people's slack. Um, then we come to the charity card. We have the Six of Pentacles, um, financial resources, earth grounding is all good. There's excess there. Maybe you're going to be able to afford something that you've not been able to afford for a while, or to bless your charities, whether it be an animal charity or um, a civic minded group that you belong to, that you can push some of your time, talents, and resources towards. Um, you've got that available to you now at this time, whereas you may not have had the bandwidth to do that before. Always trust your intuition, because you got the moon card. So we've got the dog and the wolf. So that's the duality of people. We have that animal inside of us, and then we also have the domestic dog inside of us. So the intuition is more on the crab coming up out of the water, the crayfish, um, and coming up the path between the two pillars. So the further it gets, the more enlightenment you get, the more intuition, the more things are revealed to you. So maybe something that's been hidden from you for a while will become apparent to you here in the next week. And that's what I got on the conscious side for you, Rossi. Thank you for being here.
So I actually kind of appreciate that 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 foolish full moon energy, right? So why do I say that? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you get a dang on seahorse that stretches literally from balance with the nose. I mean the nose, all of the head, and like the curve, the first curve of the neck is all about balance. On the body, right? The good old round, full belly of the body, and that back full fin, that's all firmly planted in a grounded position, and a strong square position. Because believe it or not all of them are triangle. There's a whole lot of geometry going on this board, and it falls into a place of an isosceles square, right? It doesn't seem like it'd be right, because it should be an isosceles triangle, right? Well, it kind of is, but there's a line that squares it off. There's a 90-degree angle that this gorgeous belly is sitting in, and it's strongly planted in the grounded, firmly grounded. I don't have to ground myself consistently. I keep myself grounded, so I'm always ready for that. You've also got this koi fish that's sitting over here with spiritual work and oracle speaking, like they're fanning their tail when it's the oracle speaking part of it, right? Because if we don't speak it into existence, whether we speak it for ourselves or we speak it for other people, we got to do that beta fan testing, right? So this beta fish, although is firmly swimming in the situation of sigil mentality, I'm dancing and flirting with the oracle mentality of speech, right? So I'm constantly bringing it about. Now I'm going to zigzag back up here because we got a whole lot of that bright green above the solid grounding of purple. So your balance needs to be brought up a little bit, right? We can stay grounded in that 7, but it's not comfortable all the time. Sometimes our body needs to dance in a 6 or an 8, right? We actually do a little better when we got a little more of the alkaline and a lot less of the acidity. So a lot less of the balance of the 6 acidity energy and a whole lot more, because you've got this gorgeous, beautiful 2 swans coming together to make that open heart kind of sigil going on way up here in the top of balance in the brightest part of the green, right? So that means we need to bring in more of that alkaline energy into your balance. So come out of that pretty gorgeous, perfect, neutral, safe 7 and come on into that alkaline just a little bit more. Green is going to help you out a lot. Not just the green is also perfectly balanced. Now, like I said, we're zigzagging back across the board into this beautiful pink where it's heavy purple where your beta is. You got this gorgeous pink sitting up here with the word new. And the only part they want me to focus on with you is that all of this is new energy for you. And it's sitting with the butterfly already done with transformation. So these wings are dry and they are ready to fly. You don't have to worry about what you're landing on. You have learned to trust your wings. So you can land on the thinnest of things and still be safe. You're not going to fall. You're not going to hit the ground. You're not going to hit the floor. You're not going to fall because you have learned to trust your wings. The last thing I really want you to focus on is over here. The whole part of all of this is the spiritual path. You literally get a you get an angel, and it's not just an angel, it's a guardian angel. Land smack firm dead right in the middle of spiritual path, which is actually very much parallel to this gorgeous seahorse. So it's sitting directly on the blue line, which divides everything. This is the horizon line. So always keep your eye on the horizon at all time, because just above the horizon and into that blue, you have a bell and a tree of life, right? So while this tree of life is over here on new ground, that means you're stepping into something all brand new. None of this is old ground. None of this is something you've done before. Every bit of this is brand new, and you have got to understand there's no manual that comes with this. This kind of feels like I'm going to take a lot of this because it really resonates with me right now. So this new ground that you're taking a new walk on, this wild side was built just for you. And that's what I've got for you. Again, guys, thank you for any and all donations, because everything goes to my grandkids right now, or to having a good time with them, or taking them to go play putt-putt golf, or a last couple of things. My grandkids need some like Hawaiian Silky, and I'm going to grab a couple extra bottles of that. So we're going to Sam's Club this weekend, going to grab some stuff. So I thank you so very much for the donations from here until the 10th. It all goes for my vacation. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Does anybody else want a read tonight? Just pop a me in there. And if we don't get anybody in the next 5 minutes, we'll close it down for the evening.
Okay.
Are you enjoying your new street in front of the house now that everything's?
Sorry, I mean, it's not done yet. We still got a long way to go, but I mean, yeah, it's coming along great.
Well, you got the curbs in. You got the concrete or the
New
asphalt.
driveways. Yeah, we got new driveways and new curbs. They're doing drains, and then once the drains are done, I guess we'll get our asphalt. So it's coming along. It's moving much quicker now than any of the beginning did. So I'm grateful that it's kind of picked the pace up quite a bit. So it's nice. It's coming along. It's coming along great. Rossi, girl, we just threw that together, just pulled that right out of the air. We love you. You can put us to the test anytime.
We're testable and we're testy.
Absolutely. Life has been testing me this week, guys. No, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. It has been a rough week. It was a semi rough weekend. I made it through it. It's been a rough week. As you notice, this is the first time I've been live all week, so it's been rough. It's been rough, but that's okay. It's all right. If it's easy, I don't want it. So I appreciate earning.
She's gonna be reading for 2 more Fridays, and then she's gonna take some time off to be with the grandkids.
Yes. So we go on vacation channelversary on the 10th and we come back on the 20th. So the Friday on the 10th, when we get done with Friday's fixtures, next Friday, we're done until the 20th. We'll come back on Monday the 20th. Bow 20. Oh, 20. Bow 20. 420. Yo, I'm so excited to meet my granddaughter Kalani. I have not got to meet her yet. Oh my god. And she looks just like me. I'm not kidding y'all. She looks just like me. Oh my gosh. I know I'm selfish and I don't share pictures of them, but trust me, she is so beautiful. All three of them are just absolutely gorgeous, but boy, Kalani, ooh wee boy, she be seeing me on that phone too, and she be knowing like we gonna bump heads. I be looking at her like, yep, we sure is. I be looking at her like, oh, Kalani, where you think you get that middle name from? Look at her. Can't wait to meet her. Ooh, I'm looking like, ooh wee. Curls and all. I can't wait to get my hands in her head. And my son got the nerve to say, I don't know why that girl fighting. She's not gonna win against my mama. Cause everybody telling me that I ain't gonna get my hands in that little girl head. That little girl head gonna be done. It's gonna be brushed and combed out in a barrette or something.
And anybody have the opportunity to glance at a fireballs across their area or see auroras?
Not yet. Well, we saw okay. Now when I say so many, I've never seen them before moving here. Last fall, there was a series of them that fell last fall. I don't remember exactly when, whether it was September, October, November. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was so cool watching them. Like Mo and I was outside, and we was literally like watching them fall. It was the nighttime sky. It was so cool. But I haven't got to see any yet. But we've been looking. We've been looking. Every time we go outside, we're like, see any of them? We spend a few minutes out there looking. Like, not yet. I don't see anything yet. But I hope so. I hope
We're,
so. I like seeing
we're,
stuff in the
uh,
sky. Fascinating.
we're in a gloomy weather pattern here. It's always mostly cloudy in the evening.
It's been cloudy like that too here.
And then we'll get 5-10 minutes of rain during the day at some point. It's sort of equivalent to the June gloom out in San Diego, California, where May and June you get the marine layer that comes in off the ocean and just kind of stays gloomy till 10 o'clock in the morning, and then between 10 and noon the sun will burn the fog and the haze off.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Night, Pia, baby. Thank you for coming in, girl. Well, I don't know if our 5 minutes is up, but
Urbana, Illinois.
Urbana.
Yeah, I've seen 2 fireballs here in Houston and one in Iowa. And the one in Iowa was quite impressive because it went from horizon to horizon. So it must have been like way up in the atmosphere, but it must have been also something significant, a couple feet. But it did like light up the sky and light up, you could see grass
Ooh, Rossi, were you able to see it? I mean, you're pretty far from the Kennedy Center. Just wondering, just wondering. The sky looked pretty gorgeous and blue there. It's very cloudy and it's been very foggy. And listen, y'all, if y'all understand a Pensacola peninsula kind of bay area, it's very foggy. A lot. So it's very quick moving thick fog. Low clouds are everywhere.
So is it? Yeah, Luther. Well,
We watched it on the TV.
my sister-in-law Sue, she volunteers at the library, and uh, she goes and supports the Vesterheim Museum, where they've got um, a bunch of trunks that are Rosemald, like when people from uh, Viking lands came over on ships. They packed all their goods in these hand painted trunks, and there's a specific um, stylized flower pattern that they painted on these
Uh-huh.
trunks. And then they've got like a Viking ship that hangs from the ceiling,
Uh-huh.
and you would think that a ship would be bigger. You know, these are not very big craft, but they were seaworthy and they made it across the ocean. So
Mhm.
you oh okay.
Right.
From the space launches, I remember being at um, Epcot when they did a Challenger, or not Challenger, but a space shuttle launch, and you could see the trail going up in the air.
Mhm. Mhm.
Not not that you could see any details other than the.
I watched it on TV. It was pretty interesting. It was fascinating. It was cool. It was cool. All right, guys. Let me see if there's anything donation wise. Not just the one. We had one $10 donation come in. All right, that was the only one. All right, guys. All right. Well, bro, I don't know about you, but I think the 5 minute window there has come and gone. So
Okay. Well, I want to thank everyone for being with us, and Hershey for you and Mo to read charms for us tonight. That's something different. We haven't done that in a long while, but and I don't think we've ever featured it on Shadow Work before. So,
I don't think so. I'm just trying different stuff, guys. Sometimes it can get pretty heavy, so
and
it's not light and load occasionally.
and uh and you too, if you want to read charms, um, I know there's different size sets that you can buy off of
I need to get
Amazon,
some new ones.
and
Oh,
then
so yeah, go ahead.
like Hershey, you can make your own charm casting board. Um, you know, and put whatever um, meanings that you want to assign to different segments on your board.
Rossi. Absolutely, Rossi. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Absolutely. Text me tomorrow and we will get that set up for sure. You're one of my full times, so you know you get to jump the list no matter what. So full times always jump the list, guys. There are benefits. I have no memberships. There's no money required. It's just interaction, and the higher up the interaction, the more you get to move up my calendar. So when personal private phone numbers are at play, then you get to say, I need a reading, and I get to say, I have openings immediately today, tomorrow, and the next day. So, yes, it happens like that. I love you guys. All right. I love you guys so, so very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate every single bit of you, and I get a chance to get to know you guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with us every single chance that we come live and spend time with you guys.
And if
For those that
if-
celebrate, enjoy your, I guess, however this holiday works for you guys. I apologize for not understanding it or knowing it or celebrating it, but I respect those that do. So I know it starts, I believe, this Friday, and it goes for a while. So
and
I
we have a couple different religious holidays going on. We have Passover and Easter, and
Mhm.
celebrate however you want to celebrate. And thank goodness we live in a country that lets us celebrate our differences.
Yes.
And if you feel that you've gotten value out of this, go ahead and hit a thumb button, and come back and comment afterwards, and just ask us questions or give us suggestions on what you want to see for other shows. With that, remember, be kind to yourself, be kind to others,
It started at sundown. Yeah. On today, April Fools. Yeah, it started today.
and go out and make it a great night. Bye, everyone.
Good night, guys. Much love.